thrilling instalment of recent purchases. It's been a while since the last episode. By the time you see this, it will have been anyway. Not a lot's been going on. I've just been distracted. I meant to get it out sooner, but I would pick one of the hottest days we've had in a while to start filming, but you'll notice I'm quite sweating, and that's because I've got to keep the door shut because of noise from neighbours and things, and it's bloody hot. But we won't let that get us down, because I'm not someone who likes heat at all. We'll crack straight on and get on with the first item of quite a few we've got today. So let's have a look at it on the desk. Okay, and first up today we have a Ravensburger puzzle, jigsaw puzzle, and it's 2 in 1 box. I haven't seen this puzzle before. Well, I've seen it, but I've never had it or had an opportunity to buy it. As you can see, they've kindly written on it for me in permanent marker on the front of the box. I paid 50p for this jigsaw on a stall that had quite a few games and jigsaws on it. The dominoes and the memory game from the last episode were also bought from there. Well, it's a good start. I've never seen a jigsaw that still had these in. This is the actual poster, a picture of the puzzle that's in the box. Well, that's one of them, and the other one must be under here. Yeah, there it is. Well, that's a good start. That leads me to think that they're actually all there this time. Have a look. Made in 2015. Well, that's the copyright date. You can see it on the screen. There's the part number. It's part 09043. That's the number. The catalogue number, I expect. But yeah, I'm just really surprised to see these in there, because I didn't even know that these puzzles come with these sheets, because I have never seen one that's had these still in them. Usually the first thing that goes missing, so that's nice. That leads me to believe that perhaps for once it's all in there. Let's cross our fingers. And of course there's only ever one way to find out for sure, and here, back of the box, standard boilerplate. I don't know if this is something they started doing more recently, or whether I just took no notice. I can't rule either one out, but if you look at this, look, they've got one puzzle's got dots on the back and one hasn't. So which one should we try first? Let's be adventurous and try the one with dots on its back. I'll move all this over a little bit, and I'll probably speed up the footage so that you don't have to sit there and watch. And there we have it. A completed puzzle. That's a good sign. Just have a look at the image. Oh, it's the same on here, so I'll show you on here because I can get it closer to the camera. It shows Thomas and Percy at the animal park, and there's Stephen Hat, little girl, and that teacher character. And yeah. Not much else to say really. I mean, we've never actually seen inside the animal park. Apparently it's meant to have tracks going through it, so I'm surprised they never really showed that I'm probably overthinking it, 'cause it is just a jigsaw puzzle, but that would have been quite a nice thing to see, I suppose. The thing that stands out to me about this jigsaw is look at the track, how that bends there. I don't think you could get any engine around that curve in the track there, but hey ho. Realism has long since gone from Thomas completely, so yeah, there we go. Nice that it's got the poster with it, and it's the size of the puzzle. That's quite nice. Right, anyway, let's try puzzle number 2. And there we have it. That's there as well, which is very good, very, very good. A complete jigsaw puzzle. Never hear anything as absurd as that. And there's the picture that the puzzle shows. Again, I'll show you on the piece of paper because I can get it closer. Basically the Fat Controller, who looks like he's mid-sentence or about to drop off. And Thomas and a zookeeper and an elephant. Looks like he's just brought the elephant because he's got that the giraffe box from that episode. And yeah, they're stood on the platform at the animal park, and it says copyright 2014. The other one doesn't seem to have a copyright date on it, which is a bit bizarre. Got the part number down there. Huh. How odd. Anyway, there we go. 2 puzzles of the same size, which is, I wasn't expecting. I was expecting this puzzle here, the second one, to be a little bit smaller just because of how it's shown on the box, but I suppose they can't fit both puzzles fully on the front, so. But yeah, very happy and a very good start to today's episode. Let's hope it carries on that way. 2 complete jigsaw puzzles, and not only that, the posters that come with them as well. So very happy with that. Well worth 50p. Well worth it. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Now, what could possibly be better than one Thomas, I hear you ask? Well, the answer, obviously, is 2 Thomases, because that's what we've got up next. Twins. We'll take this Thomas first. As you can see, he's got no eyebrows, so he's in a permanently surprised state. Some paint chips here and there. On the cab here you can see it's scuffed off, and I do apologise for the sun, but there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, in a good played with condition. If we have a look on the bottom, you can see it's got Thomas written on there, and I'm told that the copyright date, although not to be believed, is on the wheels, and there you can see it. Well, you probably can't see it, but you have to take my word for it. Kleine Thomas Limited, 2000 and... oh, sorry, I can't see that, hold on. I haven't got my glasses. 2003. So, someone did say they're not to be trusted, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not a wooden railway person, really. I know plenty are. Yeah, that's a very nice model. But now let's go on to the second Thomas. I'll park him over there. Here we go. Surprise Thomas. Got a mark on his eye. That's probably what he's surprised about. And this one, apart from that mark on the eye, it seems to be in about the same condition, probably It's a split there. I don't know if that's normal, whether that's meant to be there. Is it on? Oh, it's on that one. It's obviously a part where they join the cab together, the cab and the boiler together. But yeah, very nice model. On the top here, you can see there's some damage around the coal bunker and cab roof. But that's to be expected with these things. They are toys, they've been played with. Yeah. Very nice model. Let's see what this one says on the bottom. 2000 and... sorry, I can't see it. 2003 again, so there they are side by side. They look very similar. Obviously it's apart from the expression. I've just worked out he's probably looking like that because he's just seen him with no eyebrows, which would be enough to frighten anyone. Yeah, the face does look kind of creepy without eyebrows, I must say. Again, I apologise for the sun. I'm trying to keep my hand over the where it's coming in, but it's coming in anyway. Yeah, 2 Thomases. Too much Thomas. Next. Now, Marion has a game called Guess What's in My Shovel. Now we're going to play a little variation on that game with something I've got down here. Guess what's in my carrier? Now, what's in my carrier bag? It's from Marks and Spencer's, the bag is. Other brands are available. Now, what could possibly be in here? And I'll tell you what it is. It's a blast from the past, a nostalgic memory for me, especially, and probably quite a few other people out there that live in the UK. Grew up in the 90s, and yeah, I've bought these from the car boot sale, as I did with nearly all of this stuff. There's a bloody fly that's driving me mad, and I paid about £5 for all of these. So it's heavy, and there's more than one item in there, as I've alluded to. So what is it? No, you're wrong. I'll tell you what it is, or rather I'll show you. Books. And not just any book. These are the Thomas the Tank Engine book club books, and that for some reason was in there. That's nothing to do with it, so put that to one side. But yeah, and what these are, they're by Greiler, and used to get them in the post. Used to belong to a book club. They used to advertise them in the Thomas and Friends magazines when I was little and growing up in the 90s. And I think it was once a week or once a fortnight you used to get one of these books through the post. And yeah, as you can imagine, that was quite a big thing back then. You know, I can remember looking forward to these coming each week or however long, whenever they come. And I must apologise if you can hear background noises. My neighbour has just gone into their yard, but not nothing I can do about that. Shouldn't be too loud. They'll go into the garden in a minute. Yeah, these do really bring back a lot of memories, and what they are for people, I think they had them in America, although I'm not sure. And what they basically are, as you can see, it's you've got the each book contains 2 railway series stories, this one, for example, includes Toby and the Stout Gentleman, and also includes Thomas in Trouble. Each book has 2 stories, and it's nice because, you know, with the Railway series books, you know, they're very small, and these are great because you get to see the illustrations much bigger than in the normal book, and obviously the text is bigger, which is probably more appealing to younger fans. And yeah, I seem to have quite a few here, and I've got all mine somewhere. I can't remember where I put them. I want to say I've got a complete set, but I honestly don't know. And I think in the end, I think I did have a complete set. Yes, I did. I think I did. I can't remember, because I remember my dad was put out of work at some point. We had to cut back on things like that, but I think I still carried on getting these. I'm not sure though. Here's Hello Twins, and yeah, sometimes like here we got Hello Twins is the first story in this book, and the second story has no relation to it whatsoever. It's set on the narrow gauge railway. I can't. What one's this called? Little Old Twins, and they did that, I can remember, and they did cover some of Christopher Awdry's stories, but not very many, if I remember. I can remember Tank Engine Thomas again. No, not Tank Engine. More about Thomas the Tank Engine. They covered a few stories from that. Now let's just go through quickly and see what we've got. I'll try and hold them up. I think it's probably better if I hold them over here like this, so you can see them on both. So we got the Deputation. Can't remember that one. Hello Twins. Bullseyes. Troublesome Engines. Toby the Tram Engine. Bowled Out. Saved from Scrap. Bertie's Chase. Home at Last. Gallant Old Engine. James the Red Engine. Percy Runs Away. Henry the Green Engine. Thomas and Gordon. Off the Rails. Sad Story of Henry. The one that caused all the trouble with the public. Old Faithful. Thomas and Terence. Thomas and Bertie. A Close Shave. Edward and Gordon. Oh, there's a Christopher Awdry, look. James and the Diesel Engines. And Trucks. Now let's have a look at this Christopher Awdry one, because I can't remember these very well. Oh, look. Come apart, look. Just wants a bit of glue. That'll be alright. Oh, missing pages. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. That is a shame. Deep Freeze is the second story. What a shame, that's missing pages. The only Christopher Awdry, he really don't have the best luck, does he? But just push them to one side for a moment. Just turn our attention to this, because this was in with it. I would have bought it with it. Absolutely no relation to those at all. He's just got TV adaptations of this one's of Edward, the Very Useful Engine. Good episode. That is a very good episode. I think it's the last one David Mitten actually wrote for the series. And as you can see there, and by Egmont, who do the books to this day. That's $4.99 new. I can remember when these come out. I can remember seeing these in W.H. Smith's and other bookshops. And there's a receipt here. What's this? Oh, that's me checking me bank. Don't know why I bothered. There's never anything in it. I keep hoping that some millionaire or something's left me a fortune, but no, never happens. But yeah, paid £5 for all of these, and they seem in mostly good condition. A shame about the Christopher Audrey book, but yeah, I don't know a great deal about these other than they really do remind me of my childhood, and rushing to see if the postman had brought one. Yeah, I'm really happy to see these again. I'll have to dig out my collection. I have got them somewhere. I may have given them away at some point to a younger relative, but I think I got them somewhere, maybe in the loft. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, not bad for £5. A lot of Railway Series content there. That's a good buy. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, next we're returning to the wooden railway range with this. And what is this, I hear you ask? Well, Iron Bert is the answer, and I didn't know that until I turned over. I didn't know whether it was Harry or Bert. Apparently you can tell by the amount of stubble they've got on them in the TV series, but I've never been able to tell them apart, to be honest. Yeah, there's not really a great deal to be said, is there, about this model. It's in very good condition. The face is a bit wonky, but it seems to be made that way. And unlike Thomas, he hasn't got a surprised look on his face, which he probably should have, because his face is certainly a little bit askew. So do Ironworks right on the side. Very nice model, and it's not got a lot of damage on it at all, really. It's in quite good condition. Let's see if I can see the date. I know I'm not supposed to trust these, but oh, it says, I can't bloody see. 2003. I thought it said 2006, but it does say 2003, like all the others, so you can't really tell when this was made. Yeah, there's a few nicks here and there on the edges especially, but all in all a good model. I do wonder whether his face is supposed to be like that though, because there does seem to be a little gap underneath. I don't know. Still, nice model. I've always liked Harry and Bert. I don't really know why. They're not much of characters, are they? But yes, so there we go, another wooden railway. Okay, now we're returning to books for a moment, and we have this one, which is called Thomas and Friends Touch and Feel, and it's a standard My First Thomas sort of book. So let's have a look inside, and it's got bits to touch because kids love touching things. Thomas sets out on a fine sunny morning. Peep peep, his funnel is bumpy and black. Well, it's black, but it shouldn't be bumpy, surely. I mean, I'd be taking him into the works if that happened. Ever wonder what Thomas's funnel feels like the inside of a cardboard box, is the answer. Let's go over the pad. Bloody hell, these are thick. Look at the thickness of that. Bloody hell. Percy loves to puff through the countryside. Toot toot. He makes fluffy clouds of steam. And there we got the steam that feels like cotton wool. We'll turn over the page. Suddenly it starts raining. Splish splosh. James chuffs past a shiny puddle. And that doesn't feel like nothing, it's just metallic, as you can see. You feel like you're turning over 6 pages at once. I did turn over more than one. Oh, hold on. Are these pages stuck together? Bloody. No, that's not. Bloody hell. Some of them are like paper thin, the rest are like bloody wet doorstops. Right. The Fat Controller has lost his umbrella. He is going to get wet. Pitter patter. He'd better keep his top hat on. And his top hat, cotton wool. Well, sort of velvety feel there. And over here, final page. Hooray, the rain has stopped at last. The yellow sun comes out and Thomas puffs home. Bloody typical, and he's going home as the sun comes out. What a busy day. And there he is, and I don't know how to describe that. More satin, I suppose, sort of feel. I don't bloody know. Right. And that's the end. What a lovely book. Well worth the $5.99 asking price, huh? Well, not in my opinion. It says, meet Thomas and friends in this colourful touch and feel book. Bright pictures with different textures to touch and feel on each page make a perfect book for young children. Perfect. And down here you see it was first published in 2009 by Egmont again. And the illustrations were by Peter Lawson. Well, there we have it. Now, don't you feel better after we had that little story time? Now, if the reboot looked like that, it wouldn't be quite so bad, would it? Oh well. There. So there's that. Hope you enjoyed that book. I was just sat here thinking, do you know what's great? Do you know what's really great? Words. So it's no surprise that Thomas has a words game. And as you can see by the people who kindly wrote on it in permanent marker, I paid 50p for this, and it was with the puzzles and all that great stuff. Slide and Learn interactive flashcards. That should be fun, shouldn't it? Alright, start your engines. Children will have fun playing with Thomas and friends, trademark, while developing their visual literacy and numeracy skills. Encourage your children to extend vocabulary, sentence building and spelling. Build word recognition and vocabulary. Develop writing and spelling skills. Stimulate imagination and increase general knowledge. This box contains 30 interactive slide panels written and created with teachers. The set includes a parent's guide with fun skill-building activities. How lovely. It's designed by a guy called Paul Scott. Illustration is by Barhouse Limited. Pre-press, whatever that is. Graphic Print Group. And it's by Hinkler Books Party Limited, 2007. Hinkler Books, never heard of them. So yeah, made in 2007. Let's just take a couple out here, shall we? Let's just see what Delight has in store. Oh, I quite like that. That's an interesting picture of Harold. Just hold that up for the camera. Harold is a helicopter. No shit. Put that back down. Oh, I quite like these, quite fun. A parcel comes in the mail, if you're lucky. Should have said the postman steals the parcels. Let's have a look. Water flows in a river. Oh, there's ones on the back as well. I've been missing them. Look, oh. Whistles can be blown loudly. They can indeed. Let's see what's on the back. Look at this one. Oh, look. A train can go over or under a bridge. See what's on the back of Harold's model. A ladder can be climbed to reach things. That's good. Encourage your children to go up a ladder. Oh look, little sheep. Sheep make wool. And on the back, Terence was a tractor. A tunnel goes underground, and a butterfly has colourful wings. Ooh, there's the main man himself. Thomas is a very useful engine. And on the back we have cows make milk. They do indeed. A horse has a mane and a long tail. A jigsaw puzzle is fun to put together. I obviously haven't had to do it in this shed several times over. A clock shows the time. Swings are fun to play on. Oh look. A driver drives the engines. A duck has webbed feet. So does the driver, probably. Bloody things. A funnel blows out smoke and steam. A fish lives in water. Oh look, he's just come back and all engines going. There he is, look. Bulstrode is a barge. Clothes can be packed in luggage. Now, you didn't know that, did you? A couple more left. I'm quite enjoying these. A tent is used for camping. A signal shows when to stop and go. A lighthouse has a bright shining light. A tree has leaves and branches. Except for in the autumn. I like the way they've got the Rev W. Awdry as the writer of those books. Books are fun to read. A bicycle moves when it is pedalled. Bit fiddly. And as you can see, a lot of them are scratched and bent. Look at that. Look at the creases in that. Not a lot of cop for anything. I broke a couple because I'm quite heavy-handed. But yeah, it's a nice idea. I actually can't take the piss out of these too much. I can imagine these being quite fun for kids. Yeah, it does what it says on the tin, really. And I like the box. I do like the box. But yeah. Thomas and Friends words. Slide and learn. Now I'm going to try and stick these back together. Well, actually, I should probably count them to see if they're all there. I'll put them back together first. I'll put some up on the screen now to tell you if they're all there. I won't make you watch all that. So, there we have it. Thomas and Friends words. Just because we got a bit of extra time today, I think this episode will run a bit shorter than the last. So I'm just going to take you round the shed and show you this shed that I've got. It was my grandfather's shed, of course. Over here we have a selection of kids' DVDs, such classics as Reasons to be Cheerful, Living with Epilepsy, and Hello Kitty. Yeah, you know, the usual tripe, children's rubbish. Say that, I do. A lot of this is quite crap. Oh, there we got the complete Ivor the Engine. Now there's something decent in amongst it. Or, yes, so this is the children's set, because what you probably don't know about me is that my job was, and will be again, I sell on eBay, so this is stock waiting to be listed, and this really is a drop in the ocean as far as the stuff I've accumulated. But at the minute I'm taking time off to concentrate more on YouTube. I do a bit, but not anywhere near as much. And up the top there we got the some of the toys featured in the first episode, and in the corner there, that's what my baby milk came in when I was a little baby. That's the what milk powder come in. Gramp used to keep them to keep screws and things in, and to wipe the window. And over here we have Mike O'Donnell's wonderful poster for Percy, signed by Mike O'Donnell. You can get them from his website. They look great in a black frame. This black frame, I think, they're quite cheap. They're about a fiver, and really it really does suit them. Over here we have the video game section, which this is again stock to be listed at some point. Christ knows when, but when I get round to it, you can see there's all sorts here. PS3, PS1, some of it's mine, just some of the children's DVDs over there I should probably hang on to. But yeah, got PS2, such classics as Smackdown, Shut Your Mouth, and Mercenaries. Now that actually is a really good game. Me and Calico used to play that all the time. That is actually a really good game. Medal of Honor, San Andreas, Gran Turismo, Enter the Matrix, The Wrath of Cortex, that's Crash Bandicoot of course, GTA, My World Snooker, see I said some of them are mine. Over there you can see World Snooker Championship. And down here we've got bags full of DVDs and things that are mostly mine, just stuff that's come out the sheds. Here we have some of mine, Philip Collins there, and these are CDs that don't have cases, or don't know, they're mine. They are Only Fools and Horses. Up here we have CDs. Again, some are mine, some are for selling. That's mine. Pixie Lot, that's not mine. Janet Jackson, not mine. Gorillaz. Yeah, so a very varied collection there. And at the top we have the adult section, all the films, and again, some are mine, some are not. Lassie we've got. Man of the Year, whatever that is. And up the top there you'll see. And my dad put in a false ceiling when this shed got handed over to me. Because obviously up the top there it was just raw ceiling, you know, messy tiles and cobwebs, thick cobwebs. I don't know what's in those bags, I really must have a look at some point, but it is something interesting. When I was sorting out this shed after Gramp died, I found in one of the cupboards this folder, and this folder may not look like much, but this has all my original scripts in it. Amiga, there's an early draft of my Trackmaster film that never was, Kidnapped. And if you go on here, script revision for Snow Bother. There's how I used to divide up people's lines. Breakdown for the voice actors. Auditions for Rosie the QE 1985. I don't know when that was. That's my audition script. My Series 16 review script. This really is a, and as you can see, Calico's very kindly wrote in the corner of that script. Yeah. I haven't actually had a good look through there yet. I must at some point. A Gale Force, that's one of my favourite episodes of my series. And there's the order what the Series 7 of my series was released. That's the original order. Yeah. It's quite... He's right again up there. That was a different time, by the way. Yeah, I really must go through that. There might be something in there of use. I thought I'd lost that because I told people I haven't got a copy of the Kidnapped script or anything, and I found one in there. But yes, and now over here, as we can see, there's the mounted camera, which is mounted to the false ceiling. My brother-in-law put that in. I tried, but every time I put it up it fell down, and he's come and put it in a lot tighter, and he can get up there. He's about bloody 6'4", 6'5", and I was clambering up on here, which in my condition is not advised really. And everything that's filmed on that main camera, the rig there, I have a monitor up in the corner so that I can see exactly what's being filmed, to make sure that you can see it all at home. Yeah, basic setup really. Over there we have an old set of drawers, which was my grandfather's. He was an electrician at the Ministry of Defence College. He was the head electrician there, and he got this cupboard. He told me these set of drawers, got them out of a skip when they refurbished. Yeah, I quite like them. We was going to throw them out, but I quite like the whole old thing, and you know, I like it. There we got more drawers. These were full of like electrical things, and there's about 30 rulers in there, but they were full of like electric cable and that when Grant worked as an electrician. And now I've cleared them out. That's my camera battery drawer. Batteries of all shapes and sizes for anything I might have to show off. There's the electric extension. This is my charging station over here. And there's a pocket library book. Mum picked that up in a charity shop and dropped it in round here. Over here again we have boxes of videos, and there's the camera mount box. A broom here for sweeping the floor. Yeah, boxes of videos. These I bought them as a job lot. There's some children's in there. Don't know what's in there really. I haven't really looked since I bought them, but over here this is interesting. Grant gave me this set of drawers here while he was still alive, and when this was still his shed, and they're full of children's videos. again, probably another job lot that I got at some point. I can't remember what these are or where they come from. Got Rosie and Jim in there, look. Thomas. Thomas again. Fireman Sam's bumper video. I do love videos. They take me right back to my childhood. And I've heard that they're making a bit of a resurgence, and I'm really pleased about that. That one probably broke, but pick that up in a minute. Thomas can stay down there for a minute. Over my chair that I have to sit down on. Well, what else are you going to do with a chair, you bloody idiot? These are really the only thing that's properly left of Gramps' stuff. In this shed anyway. There's a box of old plugs, a compartment in this drawer full of old plugs and light switches and fittings. These are all computer backup discs. He was notorious for backing up his computer. Yeah, he was very he loved his technology and his computers and that, which surprises people, because you know, he was 92 when he died, and even when he was in his 80s, I can remember he put my computer right on more than one occasion, several occasions. And this drawer is his tools, a whole box of drill bits, wire. Yeah, it's just we haven't got round to that yet. In the bottom there's a couple of old computers and some cleaning stuff. And over here, this is the bit you don't see on camera. This is what I do with all the stuff when I kick it off to the side before I sort through it. And over here you can see I've got a cigarette and a can of Tango. That's all you need in life. Oh, and at the top there I forgot to show you, there's Buster, which is an amazing film if you haven't seen it, and that's my Gramps' wife's kitchen set there. I don't know what you call it, spice rack or something. Yeah, she died in 1970 and it kept her kitchen thing in here. I think they're full of screws now. Well, these things just stick in the wall. Yeah. So yes, this is the shed, and outside we have a lovely view of the neighbour's yard and the fence falling down, but luckily you don't get to see that. Yeah, so there's the yard. My shed, my office shed, is the next shed along, built of wood. It's Ronnie's shed from Ronnie the Mole, what was Ronnie's shed. And yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick tour, and I'm hoping to get another one. He's just released James, which is red, and red's my favourite colour. So I'm thinking I'm going to move Percy over there, into that gap, and I'm going to put James there, because I prefer red. So yeah, this is now my studio shed and stock storeroom. So yeah, shall we crack on with another item? Okay, next up we have something quite interesting actually. When we was doing this village-wide car boot sale, I'm sorry I'm squinting, the sun's right in my eye. But when we was doing it, I went round on a mobility scooter, and even doing that, it really played havoc with my legs and that. So there was a couple of stops on the trail, on the car boot trail, that I couldn't go to. It was only 2 or 3. Because I just needed to come home and rest, and my mother went, and I just told her, pick up anything Thomas, doesn't matter the price. I gave her some money and said, if you see anything Thomas, pick it up. And would you know, she got one of the more interesting, most interesting finds without me there, and it's bloody typical. It's always the way it happens. And here, look, this is a Polish Thomas DVD. The episodes are Tomek I Zagumbatek, Wiktor si Zagadaza, Wyprawad po Druno. I have no idea what that is in anyway. Tomas I Przyjaciele. Yeah, and it's number 3. And as you can see, there's the disc inside, and it's all in Polish, as you would expect. I haven't played it, I don't know what it's like, and it's by Egmont Publishing. They obviously do something to do with the DVDs in Poland, which is cool, isn't it? Because they release all the books. Yeah, and its running time is 35 minutes. CGI, I should think, but wouldn't have a clue. Don't have a clue what these are. Dated 2015. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's just have a look at... Oh, the disc is bloody scratched deep. I'll put it through my disc cleaner. I do have a disc cleaner. But, I don't know if that's going to play. But there's only one way to find out, and I ain't got a DVD player in here, so you'll have to come round with me to my office and I'll pop it into the PlayStation. Okay, here we are in my office, and I won't be showing you around today because the place is an absolute pigsty. This is where I spend the majority of my time, and down here you can see there's my microphone for voice recording. Now, what shall we do? Just take the COD, Cold War. Let's put the Thomas disc in. Let's see what, if I can get the bugger in. There we go. Let's see, it's loading up. Again, I haven't actually seen this yet, so I don't know what's what. Okay, there we got a warning in Polish, which is okay because I can't read Polish, so I can't possibly understand the warning. Bloody hell. Film cast, entertainment group. Lovely. Let's start it quick before I get copyright for the Thomas tune. And I think I broke it.
Brać śmieci, potem przywiozę je tu, gdzie muszą być posprzątane do wieczora. Pan zawiadowca tak kazał.
Tomek uśmiechnął się. Miał dobrą wiadomość.
Spokojnie, węchu. Kiedy wrócisz, będziesz miał pomocnika. Nazywa się Zgniotek-Zgniatacz. Właśnie jadę odebrać go z przystani.
Emilka ledwie wsunęła się obok Gabrysia.
A mój zawór to co?
Mój nowy kocioł?
A moja zielona farba? Strzemiączko!
Zawór! Byliśmy pierwsi!
Tomek, Szast, Prast i Ferdynand poturkotali przez tunel aż do samej stacji załadunkowej.
Nie mądrze było robić to samemu. Pomóżcie mi.
Nic się nie martw, jesteśmy z tobą! Rób co mówimy, to zdążymy na czas!
O tak!
I'll see you back in the other shed. Okay, and next up we have a jigsaw puzzle. Another jigsaw puzzle. And a big one. I don't do things by halves. This cost me £1 and it's by Ravensburger again. And it includes various scenes. They don't seem to be based on anything in particular. And if we, where's the... Oh, here. and as we can see here, it was made in 2015, and it includes 4 puzzles in one box, and there's the measurements of the puzzles. And I don't know whether this one's meant to have any posters with it, but they're not there. If it is, we got this little sheet here, which is just information about Ravensburger, and luckily, which saves me a hell of a job, they've all been put into bags, so I'm assuming that each bag is a different puzzle. So let's just take the first bag and crack on. I'll see you in a moment when I have made this first puzzle, so see you then. And they've written numbers on the back, look. So it's obviously puzzle 2. Let's have a look. And there we have it. That's all there. A nice scene there. This one obviously shows James, Thomas and a little girl in the countryside, puffing past like a farm or so. Thomas is pulling one of his coaches. Yeah. Very good. Now we're going to the next one. Just make some room. I'll put them over there. And there we have it, puzzle number 2. Thomas and Percy at the fairground with Mr. Bubbles and some children. And a bridge in the background and a platform. Very nice. Very nice. Trying to... There we go. Up on top there. Right, now let's go for the next empty bag, the next full bag, whatever one this is. Puzzle number 4. Oh, and it's everyone's favourite purple locomotive, Barney the dinosaur. So I'll see you in a minute. And there we have it, puzzle number 3. Well, 3 here from that puzzle number 4 actually, but it shows children playing in the leaves with Charlie and Thomas nearby. That's what I do like about these puzzles, though. They take you know, they make up their own. They make up their own scenes, you know, they put characters together that you don't often see together or that just don't appear very often, like Charlie. So it's nice, it's quite nice. Anyway, I'm going to change the battery, so I'll see you in a moment. Alright, now we have the last puzzle of the set, and let's see, let's get on with it. Let's see what this one shows. Another character that doesn't appear very much, or was not very popular and hasn't appeared since. More accurate. And here we have it. Here's the last puzzle. And this shows Thomas and Ferdinand in the snow. And I've just worked it out, if we get the box back in, they're the seasons, they're the 4 seasons. I can't believe I didn't see that, you know, winter, summer, spring, autumn. Yeah, I feel a bit stupid, but it isn't actually. I'd recorded it a spring puzzle pack, a seasons puzzle pack or something like that. But yes, you know, again, I like the character combination, Ferdinand and Thomas, and you just think, you know, who said, you know, let's put Ferdinand in this puzzle with Thomas. You know, not James, Gordon, Henry, Percy, you know, just have Ferdinand. And, I don't know, maybe Charlie and Ferdinand were the 2 new characters at the point. I can't remember. I'm not good at remembering dates or anything like that. So, who knows. But yeah, really nice, and it's in really good condition. There's no bent pieces, no major marks or anything like that. It's nice to have a puzzle in such great condition, to be fair. Yeah. Really good, all there, all complete, like I said, nice and clean. I paid, because they've kindly written it on the top in permanent marker, £1 for this puzzle, which is a bargain, considering the quality, and the fact that they'd divided up all the different puzzles into different bags, which is made my life a lot easier, so I appreciate that to whoever I bought this from. From IKEA. Anyway, I'm going to put this back in the box. Yeah, really nice puzzle. I'd recommend checking it out, getting it, checking it out. It's good fun. And thankfully that is the last puzzle, because I'm beginning to get sick to bloody death of them. I remember that from when I used to do this show. Puzzles, all the bloody time puzzles. I'm going to try and put them back completed, because obviously the bags aren't part of it really. Wish me luck. Get it in roughly. Oh look, fits just right, perfect, lovely. I don't know whether this was meant to have posters with it, but like I said earlier, it doesn't. This one's broke up, so I'm not going to make you watch me stick it all back in the box. So I shall see you on the next item while I just finish this. Bloody hell. See you in a moment. Next up we have something else a little bit unusual. And I do apologise if you can hear barking, it's a neighbour's dog. There's very little I can do about it. But here. A Thomas backpack, child backpack here. Looks pretty new, still got the tags on it, which is obviously a good indication, although the tag is a bit creased, to say the least. Creased to say that was a good rhyme. Trademark collections. 2014. How lovely. It's got a toddler sticker there and a barcode. Yeah. Thomas and Friends backpack. I probably paid about £1 for this. I don't know, I can't remember. It's clean inside, it's never been used. And what am I going to do with a child's backpack, I hear you ask? Well, now I've got somewhere to put my books. A book bag of sorts. There we go. See, I plan for everything. There we go. Now I'm going to find some kid and make him wear this to school with them books in it. It's bloody heavy. I like the 3D-ness of the front now. We got a little pocket here I didn't check. Let's have a look what's in here. Where's the zip? Oh, nothing. Nothing in there. Zip that back up. What can we put in there? Sticker. Doesn't quite fit, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, so there we go. Charles, sort of 3D-ish backpack. I like that. I do like that. Go, go, Thomas, it says. Now I'm ready for my first day of school. Again, I can't do no worse than I did the first time. I wonder if I can. This is probably going to end in tears. No, I can't get it on. Anyway, I'm stuck at the moment, so I'll see the. Let's just go to the next item. Come on. Okay, so next up we have a book. I can't even remember buying this, but it's A Bad Day for Harold, and it's got some writing in there. It belonged to someone called Tamsin, and yeah, just an adaptation. It's very similar to that book that come with these railway series ones. I said, didn't I? Edward the Really Useful Engine. They re-released that set in paperback, and they cost $5.99. And here you can see on the back there, look, all the different books. It was in there. Can't remember buying it. I obviously did, but I can't remember. I don't know how much I paid, but it's Thomas, and I thought I'd show it to you. Let's just have a look. When was it published? Thomas TV series. 2011, this edition published in 2011, because like I said before, they come in hardback versions similar to this sort of design. That's one book, but now for something a little bit special. I walked up to one stall, and on there was a load of books, and they were just laid like that on the table, and I picked this one up, and I thought, oh, SuperTed. I haven't seen a SuperTed book before. I want to have a look at that. I'll buy them, and I think I paid about £1 for this stack. Obviously this is what drew my attention to it, and this is a railway series book, obviously, but you don't often see them in paperback. I mean, I have got a couple, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they're rare, but it is a little bit unusual to see them in paperback, and yeah, it's Toby the Tram Engine, K and Ward Limited, and it was first published in 1952, first paperback edition 1982. And yeah, this must be a first paperback edition. Yeah, nothing special, just a railway series book. And I bought these, you know. I bought these SuperTeds just because they looked old, they were unusual, and like I said, I'd never seen a SuperTed book before in all my years going around charity shops. So I thought that maybe they're a bit rare or special or whatever. And these two here aren't anything special. This one was 1983, based on scripts written by Robin Lyons. Reprinted 1983, 1984, cartoon films as seen on BBC. Yeah, they're just sort of adaptations of SuperTed episodes, and I can't really remember SuperTed from when I was younger. I can remember bits about it. I've watched it when I was little, but not. I probably had it on some compilation video at some point, because I didn't have a video of SuperTed or anything like that, and it wasn't really on TV. It's a bit before my time. I remember Spotty Man, his sidekick, and I remember SuperTed, but that is literally all. I can't even remember the theme tune. I have seen an episode or two in my time, but not since I was little, and then, like I said, it was only if I had it on a compilation. I think I did. I can't remember. And anyway, yeah. So I thought these, I thought these looked a bit old. That one cost 60p, look, and this one cost 75p. What's that one so special? You got to charge an extra 10p. Anyway, then we come to the third book, which is a little bit more exciting. And I'll show you why. I mean, inside it looks normal, looks normal. It cost 75p, so it's one of the more expensive ones. But on the first page, we got this, look. Signed by Mike Young, the bloke who wrote SuperTed, who created SuperTed. And I know Mike Young because he used to be on the Fireman Sam credits of the old stop motion series as someone who assisted the creation. That's how I know Mike Young. And he was obviously in a bookshop somewhere and signed it because he's to Alan, best wishes from Mike Young, and he's signed it down here, Bath, which isn't too far away. That's where Peter Gabriel lives. It's in Wiltshire, in the next county over. Not too far away. I'm about 15-20 miles from Swindon, and then, you know, Bath's in that general direction. So not too far. And he's dated it 1986, I think. I can't read the last digit of the signature. But yeah, I didn't know this when I bought them. This is only literally when I was flicking through them, I just found this one was signed, and yeah, I thought, I'm glad I picked it up now. Which just goes to show you never know. And they're by Muller, Blonde and White Publishing. Yeah, what I'll do is I don't know, I should probably keep it. I did used to collect autographs, and I've got a few in a folder. I might keep it, I might not. I mean, like I said, SuperTed, although I'm interested as a sort of fan of classic children's television, it's not really a series I'm familiar with or into in any way, shape or form. It's just, I don't know really, it's weird because I feel like I should probably know SuperTed a bit more than I do, because he is quite popular and was in his day. But like I said, a bit before my time, and it probably wasn't airing much on TV in the 90s. But yeah, Mike Young, and not long ago I saw an article where he's bringing back, where he's trying to bring back SuperTed, so who knows, the interest might be there. Yeah, really glad I bought it, but it just goes to show, you know, for a matter of £1, take a risk on these things. I don't know if there's any SuperTed fans out there, but I thought I'd show you nonetheless. But yeah, and in the back of this railway series, I remember you get like a little advert. I don't know if you can see that, or whether it needs. Look, that's what's available. The Reverend W. Audrey's Railway map, surprise packet, records, puzzles. That was really when they were starting to go into sale mode, wasn't it? Probably around when the first series of Thomas come out, paperback edition, first published in 82, so no, maybe not, but yeah, still, that's what drew my attention to it, so thank goodness for the Railway series. So I'm very happy with those purchases, and like I said, I never saw a SuperTed book before, so I thought they might have been rare anyway, and I'm glad I picked them up. That's really interesting. You know, they just look retro. It's just the design of it, you know, a kid's book. And next up we have a wooden railway, and this one is Reneus, or Renius, or however you want to pronounce it. Reneus, I call it. And yes, I don't know why it's got white wheels, but a nice model. A few scratches here and there, and generally the wooden railway items do have good faces. Nothing really special, but they're actually quite accurate, quite good. But whoever designed this face for this model obviously dropped the ball, because this here is not Rheneas's face. Well, not to me, it doesn't say Rheneas to me. It looks more like Smudger, who shared a model with Rheneas, so maybe that's where the confusion come. Or even Sir Handel. But that's certainly not Rheneas. Yeah, apart from that, a very good model, and it's in used condition, but nothing really too bad. A few paint scratches here and there, a few scuffs and scrapes, but to be expected with a used model. And there's an aeroplane, and on the bottom we have Rheneas, and the date on the back of the white wheels for some reason is 2003 as usual. Yes, so there we go, another wooden railway. Well, that's all we got time for this week's edition of Recent Purchases. There will be an episode 3, I can tell you, and it'll be a very special episode indeed. Including one of what I believe to be the absolute bargain of the century. So, we'll see you, sometime soon for that one, whenever I can get to filming it. And good news, that village-wide car boot sale that I got all this stuff from, they're having another one, and it's on the 19th of September, I think, next weekend, I think so, I'm not sure of the date. I'll probably be going to it. Well, I said probably, one of us will be. I don't know if I'll be in any. I'll have to see on the day how my health is. But I hope to go to it, and I hope there'll be a lot more Thomas stuff. I wouldn't bank on it, but just because, you know, it's usually the same people doing it again, and usually the same stuff. But you never know, and so if that is any good and I get some Thomas stuff from it, there'll be a few more episodes to come. But it's definitely a third episode, and that'll be sometime very soon, and that will focus on one thing mainly, with a couple of other little things here and there, but you've seen most of it now, but except the big one, which is, I'm not going to tell you, it's going to be a surprise, but keep a lookout for it. Anyway, I'll see you again real soon. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. I don't need no more bloody... Had this t-shirt on for 3 fucking days filming in some of the hottest weather I've ever seen. Like, you know, this t-shirt, I just cannot wait to get it off and get it in the wash, because I've had to put it on for every time I film for 3 days, and you can see how much I'm bloody sweating in this. Anyway, it's all over now, and I'm going to head off, so see you again, bye bye.